Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff. The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff. The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs. Alexander finds himself finally at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight. You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush. See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
Alexander is standing at the top of tall cliffs. To the north is the peak of a mountain rising to meet the clouds. To the left is an ominous set of bolted doors. An old woman is standing nearby. She peers at Alexander with friendly interest. The old woman has a pleasant, grandmotherly face, but something about her makes Alexander uneasy. A bush with dark, shiny leaves grows against the east cliff wall. The old woman identified it as nightshade. A small cluster of black berries tops the bush. Black berries grow only at the top of the bush, as though straining towards the sun. There's a natural opening in the rock near the nightshade bush.
Come, stranger, trust me. Think of what I'm offering you.
But who are you, matron?
Who cares? I mean, I am only a poor old woman who wishes you well, handsome stranger. Think of me as your grandmama, if you like.
How can this plant give the power of flight?
Listen, son, I'll be happy to answer any questions you like, but only if you at least taste these delicious berries.
The nightshade bush says nothing. Alexander would feel a bit foolish talking to the opening in the rock.
Young man, you offend me. I try to help you and you insist on being rude.
Grabbing at the old lady wouldn't solve anything.
Perhaps one of the leaves?
Not the leaves, dearie. The berries on top of the bush.
It would be rather rude to crawl into that cave with the old woman standing right in front of it.
All right, then. Stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe. Huge doors are set into the solid rock of the mountain. A group of boulders are piled in a seemingly random way against the face of the mountain. A dirt path leads toward the towering mountain. In the distance, Alexander can see the peak of a majestic mountain rising into the clouds. There's a jagged cave opening at the pinnacle of the mountain. The heavy doors give away nothing. The huge doors are locked tight. Somebody obviously wants to keep something out or something in. Alexander sees nothing unusual about that boulder. Alexander can't reach the mountain without help. Alexander can't reach the cave in the mountain without help. Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock. Alexander finds himself in a dark cave. Alexander can't see much of anything in the dark cave. In the dark cave, Alexander can barely make out the small opening in the rock that provides passage back to the top of the cliffs.
Hello? Is anyone here?
There's no response from the darkness. Since it's so dark, Alexander can't do much inside the cave. Dead end. Nothing that way. There's no going that direction. Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it. Alexander is standing in a rocky cave. The dim light of the tinderbox candle reveals a dank, musty place. But then Alexander's nose told him that much without the light. The exit to the cliffs is more visible now that the tinderbox candle is lit. On the wall opposite the cliffs is the vague outline of another opening in the rock. Other than a few bats, there doesn't seem to be anyone in the cave to converse with. Alexander sees nothing to do with the rocky walls of the cave. Alexander crawls through the opening in the rock. The lighting in this part of the cave is better. Alexander extinguishes the candle's flame and places it back in his pack. Alexander is standing in a second room of the cave. A natural window to the outside world provides a little more light here and even helps clear the musty smell. A natural window-like opening in the rock provides a view to the outside world. A peppermint plant grows on the window's ledge. A plant grows on the grassy ledge. Smells like peppermint. A small opening in the rock provides a passage back to the first room of the cave. The window in the rock is too small for Alexander to fit through. Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released. Ah! The peppermint leaves are the color of dark emeralds. Alexander fingers a handful of peppermint leaves, releasing a strong smell of mint. Alexander crawls back into the first room of the cave. Alexander can't see a thing. Alexander crawls back through the passage to the top of the cliffs.